Alright, let's dive into the market madness of the past week. Stocks and crypto, all served up fresh for you. First up, the US stock market. Picture this, a volatile roller coaster, but by the end of the week, we're actually higher. The S&P 500, the Nasdaq, and the Dow all gained around 0.7%. But the real MVP? The Russell 2000, up a whopping 3.9% as investors rotated into smaller companies. That's a big sign of shifting sentiment. Now, the heart of the action, AI and semiconductor stocks. After last week's sharp correction, those names bounced back, proving that investors see pullbacks as healthy resets, not the start of a scary bear market. And then, SpaceX landed on Wall Street, literally. The historic IPO was the talk of the town. Shares surged about 19% on day one. That kind of debut doesn't just boost a portfolio, it boosts the whole market's mood. Meanwhile, oil prices were on a wild ride. They jumped on news of Israel-Iran tensions, but fell back later in the week. Lower oil prices helped cool inflation worries, which the market totally loved. Still, everyone's watching the inflation data, and the Federal Reserve like a hawk, trying to guess the next move on interest rates. Switching gears to crypto, yeah, it's still bumpy out there. Bitcoin started the week around 63.5, dipped to just below 60, then clawed its way back. By June 12th, Bitcoin was right back at that 63 to 64 range, but still way below its peak from last year. Ethereum? Pretty much the same story, trading in sync with Bitcoin. But there's a catch. Bitcoin ETFs saw billions in outflows, signaling that big money's still on the sidelines. The Crypto Fear and Greed Index stayed locked in extreme fear territory, right around 12. So even with that rebound, most traders are staying defensive. The main thing weighing on crypto? Macro factors. Treasury yields are rising, inflation's a constant worry, and global tensions aren't helping. But here's a bright spot. Bitcoin buyers showed up to defend that key 60,000 support, hinting that someone out there still believes. So, what's the big takeaway for investors? US stocks finished the week higher, led by small caps and a stunning SpaceX IPO. AI stocks shook off their nerves and rebounded. In crypto, Bitcoin's back above 63, but institutional appetite is weak, and everybody's eyes are on the Fed. Bottom line, I'm seeing a cautiously bullish vibe for stocks, while crypto's stuck in recovery mode, still wrestling with those macro headwinds. If you're investing right now, it's all about staying nimble, watching the data, and keeping your cool. Thanks for tuning in. Catch you next week for more market highlights.